Hello and welcome back. I'm Sandy with Sandy's Organized Chaos and it's vlog day. So happy to see every single one of you. All right, so I have some tumblers here to show you. Now, okay, hear me out here. I didn't have time to put a decal on last week's thing we did, okay? Because I was having I didn't have time and I'm having a really hard time picking something out because it's like, I don't want to pick the wrong thing to put on there. I definitely know something fall related. I just didn't know what, but I went ahead and I did put a coat of epoxy over top of it so far. And this is what I have so far. I mean, I love it just like this, to be honest with you, but I feel like it needs something, a quote of some type. I just don't know what, you know? So I'm still trying to figure that out. But I'm thinking of using a gold. I know that I want to use a gold to put it on there, but other than that, I honestly don't know what to put on it yet. I love those colors so much. And a lot of you guys asked me what exactly I did to the base of this before I did what we did last weekend with it. So I'm thinking this next Sunday, I'll get a decal on it. I promise, okay? I'll get a decal on it and then I will show you guys exactly how I did the base because I did record it, but I didn't show you guys. I didn't know if you'd be interested. I don't know. I didn't know how this was going to turn out. I didn't know I would like it so much, so. And the same thing with this one. No quote yet. No quote yet, but that's okay. Okay, but last weekend, I talked to you guys about how I want to do another ornament style cup with you guys. So I bought a bunch of those acrylic tumblers that I'm going to be using, and I want to do like a bubbly witch's brew. I think it'll be super easy, so I think we can definitely bust that out today. As far as getting the decals done for that, I don't know either. So maybe next week it'll be like decal day for everything, you know. Maybe that's what I should do. I should just do up tumblers and then we have a decal day together, you know, once a month or so. Now, I also have my tutorial from 2 weeks ago because I forgot to show that to you guys last Sunday, but I forgot to show you guys that. That's how that one turned out. The reason why I liked doing it this way, because I did have some people say, could we just put down this mixture first, you know, and then put the glitter over top? You could definitely do that. But I just wanted to be able to bring that down over it. And I actually had an idea of doing up the glitter first and then putting like you do leopard spots or something over it, and then coming back through and fading that mica mixture down over top everything, so it gives it more of that ombre. So that'd be really pretty too with that. And I also have my tutorial from just this Friday. So this guy, I really like how that turned out. I think it's cute. I don't know. And then the coaster that went with it as well. So here we go. What is extremely funny about this is I obviously went ahead and I had the decal made up. So how I usually run my tutorials when I do them is if I know I'm going to do up my decal, obviously I do my decal first, and then when I come through to edit, I'll run back through and just show very quickly how I do it because it takes me a lot longer than what I'm showing you guys. So I already know how to do it and I just run through it really quick. And I didn't notice until even after hours of editing, doing my voiceover, everything, I didn't notice until I went to go watch it again after it uploaded on Friday night that I had accidentally spelled chaos wrong on the tutorial. Not here, not my decal, but showing you guys how I did the decal, I spelled chaos wrong, and it was like, I watched it so many times and edited it and did my voiceover, and I didn't catch it, like I said, until that night when I went to watch it one last time after I got uploaded. And I was like, of all the words that I could misspell, I misspelled chaos for that. But, you know, hey, only a couple of you guys caught it. Also, I guess there's a hurricane coming our way, so, you know, we've been kind of preparing for that. We hadn't put up our shutters yet or anything, so we're just trying to wait until like Monday to figure out if we're going to be doing that, because I think it's going to be hitting like Tuesday, Wednesday. So I just want to let you guys know that. But I'll keep you guys up to date with all that stuff. Well, it's super early in the morning here. I want to try to get this this tumbler done before everybody gets up. So, because we got some things we still got to do today as far as the hurricane and stuff goes. So I want to go ahead and get this done this morning. So let me grab, I have a couple, I'll do this. I got my coffee and I'm ready to wake up, prep these tumblers, and slay all day. Let's do this. All right, so we are starting out. I have one of these 25-ounce acrylic tumblers. Yeah, that's what it is. I had to double check my box. So the first thing we want to do is just drill a hole into the bottom of our tumbler. I didn't use a very big bit this time to drill my hole because I'm using fine glitter, but if you're using kind of chunkier glitter, you might want to go for a bigger bit than I did here. Then I'm just going to go ahead and shake out all those little plastic bits that might have fallen in there. So what I'm using today to adhere my glitter to the inside is just polyacrylic. This is exactly what they use to do ornaments and everything like that. So every time I go to the Dollar Tree, I forget to buy the little condiment bottles, you know, that you can put ketchup or mustard inside of it. I forget to buy those because it would work much easier than what I'm doing here. So you just want to fill up the inside with a little bit of that polyacrylic mixture. And then once you get it inside, you just want to swirl it until everything is nice and coated in it. So I had some people ask, you know, does this yellow over time? I don't know, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do up these and, you know, let's say like January, February, we'll check and see if it's yellowed, okay? Because I don't know if this yellows or not. I'm not too sure. But the ones I've made already look fine so far, and I use them, like I said, you know, a lot. I use them a couple times a week at least. And I can't remember how long ago I made those. That was a month, maybe 2. I can't remember, but they're still looking good so far. I don't see any yellowing so far. So now I'm just going to kind of prop it up because you want all that extra polyacrylic to drain out of there. You don't want it all puddled up at the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of let that drain out, and I'm going to let that dry for about 30 minutes or so. And I found that if I take a Q-tip, there's just some built up in the corners, I'll take a Q-tip with a little bit of paper towel and I'll just kind of soak it out that way through the little hole at the bottom to kind of get that extra. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to putting our glitter inside. So super easy. You just put your glitter down on the bottom there, shake it all inside really good. And all I did to kind of help me out here was just take some tape and stick it together so that way the glitter didn't stick to the tape. And then after you get the glitter inside, you just want to shake it really, really good, making sure that you coat everything in that glitter that you're going to be using. But quite honestly, guys, this is probably my favorite technique. This between the snow globe and all that, I really enjoy this, and I'm hoping that this polyacrylic holds up and it doesn't turn yellow because that would be a bit of a bummer. So again, we're just going to have to wait and see and make sure that that doesn't happen with these. Now I used a holographic purple for this. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. I absolutely love that. This is Lewis from socglitters.com if you would like to purchase them. But I'll make sure that I put everything that I used today into the description box for you guys so you can check out the items that I used if you would like. So I'm going to use my UV resin, just kind of make, fill in that hole. Super easy. You don't have to use anything special. You don't have to worry about it leaking or anything. You just want to fill in that hole, and then I'm going to come through and kind of glitter the bottom to hide everything. So again, I'm going to use my UV resin, and I'm going to be putting this resin dye into my UV resin. I'll show you the box at the end, but I just buy it from Alumilite. But look at this green. Isn't that beautiful? It is a very beautiful green. You want to make sure that you shake these up really good because I forgot to do that, and I think I just got more of the, whatever kind of holds it together at the top there. Like when you squirt out ketchup and like the water or the oil comes out, make sure you shake it. And then I decided I wanted to add some glitter. I'm going to use some lime, and I'm just going to place it right in there to kind of give it just a little bit more of a shine. I'm going to place a little bit of that UV resin on the bottom and make sure that there's like a seam around the bottom, and I just kind of pushed my UV resin right up to that seam, and then I'll hit it up with my UV flashlight to make sure that I cure it. This is what it looks like so far after I cured that resin on the bottom. I didn't just flip it and it was automatically like that. No, I cured it with my flashlight. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to our lid. So when I showed you guys a month or so ago, the first time I did, I really said that these lids just scream to have something done to them, and they really do. They're nice and flat, perfect, to have something done to the top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scuff it up a little bit with some sandpaper, and then I'm just gonna wipe all that debris off, and then we'll be able to move on to doing up our bubbly look. So I have a bunch of my little half pearls here. I just use like a white because I come back through and kind of coat it. It looks more realistic, I guess, in a way when I use the white ones. But I just go ahead and dump some out into my lid there so that way I can easily get to the ones that I want. And then I'm just going to use the same exact UV mixture that I used to do the bottom for the top. So just the same UV resin, and then I put that resin dye into it and then add a little bit of that lime glitter into it. And that's exactly what I'm going to use to adhere everything down. So after I got going with this, it is a bit translucent, but I'm not too worried about that because of what I plan on doing. I want to come through and I'm going to, kind of layer on this UV resin after I get my pearls on there. So I'm not too worried about the translucent look of it. I just want to get something down to adhere those pearls. After I got that on, now I'm just going to start layering on my pearls, and I just like to do the big ones first and kind of go from there. So when I do my pearls, I try to keep it in like groupings of 3 and then just kind of expand from there as far as the structure goes of where to put the pearls. Instead of just doing it all sporadically, I kind of try to have some type of structure to it at first, and then you kind of just look at it as you go and figure out what looks best to you and just go from there. This is whimsical, so there is no right or wrong when it comes to making art. I can't tell you guys that enough. Whatever you feel it should look like is exactly what it should look like. So I'm just going to continue to kind of layer on my beads and put in as many as I think it needs. And then after I do that, I'm just going to hit it up with my UV light, curing the UV resin, and then we'll continue on with layering on that resin. So I wanted to ask you guys your opinion on what you like better. Do you like these vlog style kind of things that I'm doing, or do you like a straight tutorial better, or would you like an extra vlog in the middle of the week with a tutorial? So 2 vlogs and 1 tutorial. What do you guys like the best? All right, we'll get back to that question in a second. Hold on. I'm doing something here. So I'm going to take a little bit more of my resin dye. I'm going to put it in there to make it a little bit more opaque of that color. And then I'm going to start... I use my stick at first, and I'm like, you know what? I start using my finger. It's a little bit easier. So then I'm just going to smear that extra epoxy over top, and it's really going to start to give it that 3D witch's brew effect. So the reason why I asked that question is because I like doing a mix of the tutorial and a vlog, because I feel like a tutorial is more straightforward and some people just really don't care about vlogs. I'm just saying, that's how it is. But some of you guys really enjoy the vlog portion, and probably watch the tutorial too. But I think you guys like the more one-on-one of vlog style, the majority of you like that. So I just wondered if that would be something that interests you guys if I add another vlog in there, so 3 videos a week, 2 vlogs and 1 tutorial. Again, I'm not too sure. And my vlogs, like you guys know, for a lot of you that have been watching me from the beginning, my vlogs are more like laid back, and I show more of like me behind the scenes and my family and just things I kind of do during the day type thing, on top of experimenting and all that. And you guys know the tutorials are straightforward. What I'm showing you is exactly what I'm going to teach you. But I really want you guys to give me some input on that. I would like to know what you guys like or what you prefer. All right, so as I was talking, I just continued to layer on that epoxy and hit it up with my UV light there to cure everything, so that way it just gives more and more of that look to it. But I ended up doing that about 3 times, so this was about the 3rd time that I'm kind of layering everything on, and I thought that was good to go. Comes like in this box here. I think you can buy it individually, but I just got the whole box because it has like a whole like neon selection and kind of all kinds of other colors. But it's always good to have, just in case you might want to dye your resin a certain color. But I really liked it. So, and again, I got that from Alumilite. So I didn't have time to do any decals on this today. Okay. Again, this whole hurricane thing's really messing me up this week, but we're just kind of preparing for that, all right? And I gotta dust off these shutters and probably have to put them up, which I'm not very excited about. But this is what it's looking like so far. So I think I want to do something completely around, maybe bats or spider webs or cauldrons or something like that. I don't know. I'm not too sure yet. So I gotta see what I have as far as my vinyl goes. All right, it's getting warm in here. And I still have to like go out and do more stuff. So, you know, but this is what I have so far. Like I said, I don't have time to do the decals today because like I said, we're just kind of getting ready for this hurricane thing, but I love how this looks so far. I really do. I did think about doing drips coming off the side of it as well to match it, but honestly, guys, you know, keep it simple, you know? I think that is just more than enough. So I still have to dome the top of it, and I'm thinking, like I said, I want to do lots of things all over it, I think. As long as you use a permanent vinyl, should be fine. I'm thinking about getting maybe some UV vinyl because I don't think the color change vinyl, I do have some color change vinyl over here, but I'll have to test it out. But I don't think it would work on the double walled with the cold, you know, when cold makes it change color. I don't think that's going to work on this because this is double walled. So I'll have to test it first, but maybe I'll get some UV vinyl so that way it kind of changes colors in the sun. That'd be kind of cool, kind of magical, you know, I don't know. But that's what I have so far. But I think that's going to do it for me today. I got to go inside. I'm starting to sweat out here, even with my fans going and stuff. I mean, they're not going right now, but even with all that, it's still getting warm in here. But I think that's going to do it for me today. I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your day, an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.